Hello champs! Welcome back to our channel Learn for You. As always, here is your study buddy Anshika and we are continuing our journey of Scratch. So, let's have a recap of what we did in our earlier video so that we can recall it. Basically, there we talked about sensing blocks, which were the blocks which can detect different things, right? We talked about different ones like touching and other ones were like key press, mouse down and mouse X. Then we talked about our operator blocks, which perform mathematical functions such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, greater than, and many more, right? So now we did them, we talked about them, but we left some of the code blocks, right? I told you to just complete them. The very first one was of triangle and square that you have to draw, right? And there was one secret code as well. So let's start talking about them. The very first one is enter correct password. So I hope you would have tried it. Let me explain you the code. We can just jump on to our Scratch editor and there I'll just show you. It will take much time if I started coding here. So I have this code here. I can explain very well. So the starting is quite very easy. When green flag clicked, then we will set our X and Y coordinates. What is the main thing we are doing here? The main thing is we will ask for a password. And if the entered password is correct, it will say that you can enter it, or if it is not matching, then it will say that it is a wrong password and you have to try again. So simply we asked it that enter the password and then wait. Now we will use our if else block. So if answer is equals to the correct password, we can set this password as per ourselves. You can make it anything, right? So if it is matching this password, you may enter, it will say, or as what it will say, wrong password, please try again. So let's run this code. So see, here it is asking to enter the password. As soon as I will enter ABCBA, right? So this is the correct password. As I entered it, it is saying you may enter, means this password will work on. And if I'll enter a wrong password, let's say I have just entered random letters, and so it will say that it is a wrong password, please try again. So this is how we can just run our code. The very next one we are going to talk about is our triangle or square. So let me explain it here only. So the starting ones are quite very easy. We will use the pen blocks here, so we can add the pen extensions. After this we will ask, or we will say that please enter you want a triangle or square. Then it will ask, do you want me to draw a triangle or a square? Then we will make our pen down and we will use the condition of if and else block. If the answer is a triangle, we will follow the rules of triangle, the steps we use while making a triangle. And if the answer is what? Square, means else part, then we will repeat the process for a square. And easily we can just provide our user with the choice so that it can draw a triangle or a square. Okay. So now moving ahead, let's see the another one is our secret mission. So what is in the secret mission? We will just have a secure code. As you go on a mission, what do you get them? There you talk in your code language, right? So if the code is correct, then you are allowed to receive a secret mission. And if code doesn't match, that means you are not the perfect one. So this is what we are going to do here. We will say that please enter the secret code and then to receive the secret mission. Let's suppose you have answered monkey. So we will ask that what is the secret code? If our user is entering the monkey as a keyword, then it will say that you are allowed to receive the secret mission now. And if it is not the code what we want, then it will say a wrong code you entered. So you are not allowed for this. Please try again. This is how you can create now. We have just used different blocks here. Mainly we have used looks block and then sensing blocks. So here comes the very good example of this sensing block, touching the edge. As soon as our Scratchy will touch the wall, it will just change its direction. So let's go there and see it. And here we are. I have just this code here. So the code is quite very easy. We will just set our rotation style and we will point in a certain direction. Then what is the main thing? We will just start making a Scratchy to move. It will move 10 steps and we will change the costume so that it can have a moving effect. Now what we are basically using, we are using here sensing block of touching. So as soon as our Scratchy will touch the edge, it will turn by 180 degrees. So let's try it here. As soon as I run it, Scratchy is moving, and as it touched the edge, it will just change its direction. So this is how you can just make it move. So now moving ahead, let's see the another thing we have. Moving ahead, the different code, and this one is quite very important, which is a current time. So for example, if you are creating any of your project where you just want to see the current time, how we are going to see it? You're going to see it with the help of this code. So let us go there and I'll show you what is the basic thing. Basically, when you just go in these sensing blocks, right? So as you will scroll it here, you will find these current year. Let me take it here and you can just see it. Here in this drop down box, you have year, month, date, day of week, hour, minute and second as well. So if you want to use any of the current thing, you can use from here these sensing blocks. So we have set it that hello. First, it will say the current time is, we will tell it about hours and minutes. So basically when we are telling about time, we talk about these two things, right? So let's run it. And as I run it, it says the hello. The current time is 14 hours and 49 minutes. So 14 hours, basically it is just following the 24-hour clock, right? So means it's 2:49 right now. So this is how this code runs. These sensing blocks helps a lot, like we can just set our x coordinates, y coordinates with the help of these blocks, and as you will use them, you will get them. Now we have been done with the current time. Moving ahead, we have this key pressed. So we can even check which key is pressed. If the space key is pressed, then start the sound. We can set the conditions as per our own. Now the next one is our mouse coordinate, and it is quite very easy. As I showed you right now, mouse X and mouse Y. So if we want to locate the current coordinates of our X and Y, we will use this mouse X and mouse Y. Then it will say the current X coordinate of the mouse in the stage is this, and the current Y coordinate of the mouse is mouse Y. Moving ahead, we have this mathematics. So we have almost done our sensing blocks. Now it's the time to talk about our operator blocks. So what we are going to do, how we are going to add, right? So this is how we can add it. When green flag click, we will use this 2 plus 2. It will perform addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So let's go there, and there I'll show you a demo of it. So here we go, and let's add them. So this script is here. We can just make changes in it. First, we are going to perform addition. So let us check 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 is equals to, right? It's equal to. Now here what we are going to do, we will just wait for 2 seconds, and here we can just change it, right? Let's stop it for now. Here we will just go in our operator block, and what we have to use, we have to use the addition block. So we will use it here, and here we will write 2, and similar way write it here 2. So this is how we are going to do. Say 2 plus 2 is equal to, and then it will just answer it. This time same thing we can do again and again. Let's copy this. Okay, so now next time what we are going to do, we will just make it 2 times is equal to. Okay, so 2 times is equal to, and then here we will use the multiplication block. Use this block, and here we will again write 2 and 2. So this is how you can use all the other blocks. I have just given you an example. Similar way you can use subtraction and division. So let's play this, and then it will just answer it. Let's start. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, and then when it's going to do 2 times is equals to 4. So this is how we can just perform our mathematical operations. Moving ahead, what we have, another thing we have is our match with join block. So now this is the important block. Let us understand first what is our join block. So this join block is a part of operators category, and this is used to combine 2 strings of text into one. As such, you can see here we are using 2 strings, and it will just give us a single output. So for this thing we use our join block. Now let us go there, and we will see the use of join block. So here we go. And in our join block, let's see this thing. So how we are going to use it, right? So see, as here I have just given you a simple example. If we are just going to write in it 6 plus 8, right? So let's just change the numbers. 6 plus 8 is equal to. Earlier what we were doing, we were first using a say block for what we have to say, and then in another say block we were just printing our output. Now we have combined this in a single block. So if we are going to press it, then it will say 6 plus 8 is equal to 14. So this is the work of join. It reduces our code size and it also make it fast enough. Now let's go there and see the another thing. Similarly, we can just use it for multiplication, subtraction and division. The next thing which is going to be here is our guess the correct number. Now this one is just using with the help of sense block. You can understand the code here. As you will ask a number between 1 and 10, then if the answer is matching with the number, then it is used saying, it will say the number you have chosen is larger than 5 or smaller than 5. If it matches, it will say the match is correct. Moving ahead, we have this how many letters in the word. So this code is also quite interesting. Just try to make it. I can just give you a hint. We will use the join blocks here. So we will just use the length of word and use join blocks to answer our question. Moving ahead, the next one is our pick a random number, and it's quite very easy. You will just use this join block and pick a random number from 1 to 100. It will just provide you a one number. The next one, a question. You can ask a question, and this is the work of our sensing blocks. And I have told you sensing blocks very well. So just ask. If the answer is correct, it will just say yes, and if the answer is wrong, it will say no. So this is all the use of sensing and operator block. You can do many of the multiple things. Try doing them. I'm just giving you an example so that you can practice on. You can just even solve such kind of equations using our operators block. So you can understand how much powerful Scratch is. You can do different things, and you can even draw with the help of your mouse pointer. So this drawing we are going to continue ahead. For now, just try to practice it. Now we are going to meet you in our next video where we will just complete them and talk about our variables block. So till then, stay connected and keep learning. We are going to get you very soon in our next video. Thank you and bye.